How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we're looking at Tortoise acquisition and Tortoise acquisition 2 because SHLL stock has been up a lot this week. So they shot up about 33% earlier in the week. And this is something where there wasn't a lot of good information on what was happening at first. A lot of people saw that SHLL, or SHLL, Tortoise acquisition, whatever you want to call it, was announcing a new IPO, and there wasn't really good coverage on it. It was pretty confusing. And then all of a sudden, the stock was up 30%. So a lot of people get confused with Hyliion and how they're all interconnected with Tortoise acquisition. So I'm going to try to explain what happened a little bit more and then talk about what I think the stock is going to do. And I'm going to keep this pretty short. So I would appreciate it if you hit the like button and also commented what you think about this down below. And I also would love it too if you do want to get some free stock. You can use the links down below. You can sign up with WeBull, get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,400 if you deposit $100 or more, or start investing with M1 Finance. Or if you want to join our Patreon, you can start investing and talking about investing with some of the members on that Discord. So SHLL, or Tortoise acquisition, was up massively this week on Monday. It shot up from about $29 a share up to over $40 a share, and then has come back down just a little bit. It's at $38.88 at the time of this recording. And this is something where, again, there was not much news on this. The company filed with the SEC for a new IPO, but at first it was pretty hard to distinguish what happened. But there is some news on it now. You can find it a lot easier on the internet now, what happened. But essentially, this company, this Tortoise Acquisition Corp, was able to launch, or is filing to launch, a second SPAC, so a second special purpose acquisition company. So I'll just read from Yahoo Finance here. Tortoise Acquisition 2, NYSE SNPR, so that's their new ticker for their Tortoise Acquisition 2, will offer 250 million shares at a price of $10 per share, according to a Monday SEC filing. Each share will be for 1 share of the company, along with 1/4 of a warrant to purchase a share at $11.50. Warrants will be redeemable 30 days after the purchase of the business combination. Tortoise Acquisition will seek to find a company in the emerging market similar to the first Tortoise Acquisition Corp 1, or Hyliion. What they're doing with Hyliion, that is what they're talking about here, which announced in June they would be merging with Hyliion, an electrified powertrain solutions provider for Class 8 trucks. The first offering from the company sold 23.3 million shares at $10 each. Tortoise Acquisition 2 will search for a business in the broad energy transition or sustainability arena, targeting industries that require innovative solutions to decarbonize. Similar to the SHLL offering, the prospectus contained statistics based on zero emission standards and the Paris Agreement. Since the merger announcement with Hyliion, SHLL has been on fire. Shares are up 199% as investors wait for the merger to close. Tortoise Acquisition 1 still hasn't merged with Hyliion. It hasn't taken over part of the company, but they did so well in that the shares have gone up so much. There's so much hype in the sector for electric vehicles and just this kind of green transitioning of our different sectors that they want to announce a second SPAC. They want to offer more shares and they want to take another company public. This is pretty exciting. At this point, though, with SNPR, I would be cautious if you're thinking about investing, because we really have no idea what they're going to do. Now, if you want to be speculative, these have gone really well over the last couple months. And with so much hype around Tortoise Acquisition and SHLL, I could see where people can get excited and possibly buy in and then sell out for maybe 50% or 100% profit pretty early, because I think that there's going to be a lot of hype behind it. But I'd be cautious, because I think a lot of people didn't understand on Monday what this meant, the IPO meant. This does not really affect SHLL that much. It really doesn't affect them at all. It's just that the creators of their parent company are making another SPAC deal. So I am still bullish on SHLL in general and the Hyliion merger. I think that's going to be awesome. I haven't invested yet. I'm not against investing. It's just that I've been investing in other stocks like Workhorse. but I am cautiously optimistic for it going forward. I think their technology is awesome. I mean, just on their page here, you can see that they have huge cost savings to some of the other competitors that they are comparing themselves to. So the 7-year total cost of ownership is much lower for their hybrid truck. Now, I will say you have to take this with a grain of salt. I say this all the time, but they are the ones presenting this data, so they could easily leave out some data. They could easily put some information in there. So I'm not saying that they would lie on this presentation. That would be very stupid of them, but they can kind of show what they want to show. So just like anything, you can kind of model the statistics and the facts to what you want to see and what you want to present. This is just something that I am bullish on, but you should definitely do your own research. I'm not going to tell you that you should or shouldn't invest in Hyliion and in Shell. I'm just saying that I think it's an interesting company. I think that they have a lot of potential. It's a huge market. It's an $800 billion a year market. But I would make sure before you jump on the hype train that you actually know what's going on. Obviously, a lot of people didn't know what was happening on Monday. I think that this could go up dramatically in the future. Of course, it is still a pretty small company. It's just a $1 billion company or $1.2 billion company. So I think that if they're able to get some good business out of here, this could easily be a 10-fold stock, a 10xer. We're talking about an $800 billion a year market. So they're $1.1 billion now. If they're able to get even just a small percentage of the market, even just 1%, I could see them going up 10-fold easy. I think that there's a lot of potential in this stock, and I really should invest early, and I should invest soon. Of course, they've got to be able to transition into scale and to be able to lock down some of that business, but I think they're going to be able to do that over the coming years. I think a lot of companies don't really want to invest in a full new fleet of semi-trucks. I think a lot of them would be interested in just converting over. So that's something that Hyliion allows. You can convert some of your Class 8 semi-trucks and convert them without having to buy a new truck and save a lot of money. So I think a lot of companies are interested in that, especially in the short term, and maybe just they're going to add a couple more each year when they have the money available to get some extra cost savings. So let me know your thoughts below. I appreciate you guys watching this. Again, I think that this company has a lot of room to run in front of it. This is a company that I really should look at, and I probably will look at investing here in the next week or two. I am really excited about it. I think that they're going to go and do great things just in the stock, and then also just socially being able to save the environment is awesome too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know if you're interested in buying the new stock that's going to be on the market for Tortoise Acquisition 2. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for hitting the like button and using those referral links below. See ya.